Here are 9 habits and tools that will make your workflow easier, your edits a lot faster, and your life as a video editor just so much better. You want to start with a select sequence. Now, this is a sequence where you will have all of your selected footage. All you have to do is just drop all of your usable or best footage and just trim the fat. After you've done your selections, you want to stack this select sequence on top of your main sequence, the one that you're editing on, and this is called pancake editing. This lets you drag your clips directly down into your edit. You don't have to endlessly browse and search through a big pile of clips, and instead you can just choose from an already curated selection by you. Speaking of a big pile of clips, something that will really help your life as an editor is having a default project template. I am saying this from experience because man, do I regret not always having this when revisiting a project and I've just been dumping all the footage in there and I didn't have any bins. So here's how I've set up mine. In Premiere Pro, I have a bin for sequences, for video, for audio, etc. Now inside each folder, for example the video folder, I have a folder for A-roll, B-roll, and screen recordings. And in the sequence folder, I have a bunch of sequence presets that I have made. When I start a new project, I just delete the ones that I don't need. And when I open the sequence, you'll see that the video and audio tracks are also labeled, and this really helps keep the timeline organized. Now, I'll put a download link in the description if you'd like to use this too. If your computer struggles to keep up, create proxies. Honestly, regardless of what system you're editing on, proxies are never a bad idea. Proxies are basically a lower resolution of your original clips that allow you to edit your video project without any lagging. And when you're done editing, the software, in this case Premiere Pro, will automatically swap the low resolution clips with the original files. So when you're exporting, you're now exporting your video in 4K and not accidentally in 540p. As an editor, I personally prefer to edit locally because it allows for the fastest and the smoothest editing experience in my opinion. But when you're working on multiple projects at the same time, you'll spend more time moving those files from an external storage back on your laptop and vice versa than you're actually spending time editing. Ask me how I know. So a better solution is to store your files on a very fast external SSD that you can also edit from. Everything I film now goes directly onto an SSD. I am using the 4TB Lexar SL500. It is fast, it is compact, and honestly, it is also really affordable for its size, especially when you compare it to upgrading the internal storage of your laptop. So I keep all of the footage on here using the folder structure that I just showed you earlier, and I even create my Premiere Pro projects directly on it. Because of the fast read and write speeds, the editing feels really smooth, and honestly, I personally don't really notice a difference compared to editing locally, and this makes a huge difference. But what I love the most about having integrated SSDs in my workflow is the portability. All my footage and all my projects come with me anywhere I go. I can pick up where I left off on any laptop in real time. I don't need to download it from a cloud, or if I need to find a photo or video on my phone, I just plug it into my phone. If a client needs something fast, I got it ready to share right here. So if editing feels like your computer is fighting you, or if it doesn't, honestly, in any case, moving your workflow onto an SSD will make a huge difference. And the Lexar SL500, it comes with an optional magnetic sleeve that helps protect your drive, but also makes it more user-friendly if you're on the go a lot. What you can do is you can put it on the back of your laptop so you don't have any dangling issues or worried about your drive dropping, or if you have an iPhone, you can just put it on the MagSafe, and now you can also film in ProRes Log. If you don't already have SSDs, I highly recommend looking into integrating that into your workflow. And in this case, Lexar, thank you so much for sponsoring this portion of the video. Since we're talking about hardware, one thing that really helps me edit faster and more efficiently is using a big ultra-wide monitor or even a dual monitor setup. You'll have more screen real estate for bins and for windows, you'll have more room for accuracy, and honestly, you just have more space for multitasking. Now, I really love using my ultra-wide monitor, but I'm often on the go or I edit in different locations, so what I try to do then is I just bring my iPad for a dual monitor setup. One of the easiest ways to speed up your edits is by using presets for the stuff that you do over and over and over again. Just like having a default project template, having presets for repetitive tasks will help tremendously. Think about color grades, think about audio levels, effects, even having something like a favorites folder in your effects panel, which is what I have, instead of having to search for every effect every single time you use it. It will make your life so much better. The next tip is one that I am still and forever working on, and that is building your own B-roll library. This will change your life. Anytime I shoot something cool or I shoot something good, I save it into a folder. So when I need a specific shot, let's say a product shot, chances are that I already have it. And yes, I used to think that reusing footage was a sin, or for the longest time, I believed that every video needed brand new B-roll in order to feel authentic. But once I let that go, my life as an editor and as a creator has gotten so much easier. Don't waste time shooting clips that you already have. Just pull it from your own library. Future you will thank you. Do the same with music and sound effects. Whenever you find a track that you like, save it, even if you're not using it right away. You can create playlists or collections on the website of the music library that you're using, or you can download it and you can organize it into folders, whatever works for you. Same with sound effects. That way, when you need the perfect vibe, you're not wasting hours of your time scrolling through all of these libraries because you already have it. Finding the right music really takes a lot of time, and what I like to do, which is also kind of like, it makes me feel productive, is when I'm on a train or on the bus or on the go in general, I like to listen to music from those libraries, and if I like something, I'll save it into a playlist, so that way it just saves me a lot of time, and again, I'm feeling productive. One of the simplest changes that I've made that have made my life as an editor so much easier is checklists. Now, I love a good list. I make lists for everything, and I make lists of lists because I love it. And having a checklist for your edit before sending it to a client or before uploading is honestly incredibly helpful. Now, before you export, you want to ask yourself things like, put this on the list, like spell check all the captions and text layers, double check the audio levels, check the color correction and color grade, check for any black frames. And if it's for a client, you can add some things to your checklist, like their requirements, such as an FTC disclosure in the first 5 seconds of your video. You also want to create a checklist for the deliverables that you have to deliver or produce, such as a long form video, check, an IG reel, check, thumbnails, check, SEO, check. And I know this sounds so basic, but it saves me from a lot of mistakes, a lot of time, and a lot of frustration, especially when you're neck deep into an edit. It's so easy to lose overview. And also, when you're done with your edit and you're so relieved, you might forget the few things that you actually had to double check or you had to do in addition to that edit. Anyway, knowing your software like the back of your hand is what's going to make the biggest difference. That will really change your life. Knowing settings like consolidating duplicates or automatically adjusting the volume will save you hours without you even realizing it. And if you want to learn more tricks like that, then maybe you want to check out this video right here. Yoo-yoo!